In this game, chess feels altogether like a different game. So many unusual moves, all making sense in the mysterious world of the Winawer Variation. Tal plays with incredible creativity and computer-like precision. I think the Winawer Variation is one of the most fascinating opening lines in chess, because it offers so much room for creativity. Let's see how the game went. E4, E6, D4, D5, knight C3, bishop B4, E5, C5, A3, takes. So we have kind of starting position in the Winawer Variation. Tal was playing white and Botvinnik was playing black. Okay, here is many kind of lines, but usually black tries to play like queen c7, knight here, or queen a5 is one option if black tries to hit on c3, but sometimes white can even sacrifice pawns in the center. Here Botvinnik played queen c7 and Tal played queen g4, which is very common move in this variation. The idea is to take g7 and there is no time to take d4, even though it seems that black can also take white's rook on a1, but white can take here, and then after king d1 black's position is going to it's going to be much weaker, because white knight and bishop can join the attack much quicker. According to the computer, this is clearly winning for white. Here Botvinnik played f5. Nowadays knight e7 is the most common move in this position, and I think probably f5 was only clear mistake in this game, because Tal played so precisely after f5. But okay, if we look at the main line, this is also quite interesting. Black sacrifice those pawns and take pawn on d4. White plays knight e2. We are not going in details, but this kind of position can arise in Winawer Variation quite often. Okay, back to the game. f5 was played in the game, and now queen g3 is the best move, because it keeps eye on g7, and after knight e7 white can take here. And after rook g8, queen takes h7. And if we compare this to the main line, now there's maybe more weaknesses in black's camp. According to the computer, this is already clearly better for white. Okay, black took on d4, and it seems that now white's center is going to collapse very soon, because there is too many threats. But now Tal played a very mysterious move, king d1, and suddenly everything works for white. According to the computer, white can also play quite standard knight e2, and if pawn takes here, white can even give this e5, because there is good chances to create attack. There is bishop pair, and white can also try to promote the h pawn, or at least play h4 and bring the rook to the game. Here king d1 was played, and now bishop d7 was Botvinnik's response. Here if queen takes e5, white could play like knight f3 and then take on d4, and it seems that black's king is going to be much weaker than white's, and bishop pair, b-file, ideas with h-pawn gives white clearly good game, even winning position. And also if queen takes c3, rook b1, and now this rook can join the action if needed, or b file is quite annoying for black. Okay, in the game bishop d7 was played, and now queen h5 is the best move according to the computer. The idea is to make some problems for black. Now if king moves, there is no castling right, and if knight goes to g6, there is a quite annoying pin, and this was what happened in the game. Knight e2 was played by Tal, and now c3 is cannot be taken with queen. There is in some lines white can take d4 or play knight f4. In the game d3 was played by Botvinnik, and maybe the idea was to get some attack like this. Gives a check, king e1, and now queen took on e5. Here white played bishop g5, and this developing move is also very useful because it keeps black's king in the center. Here knight c6 was played by Botvinnik, and d4 was white's move. Here queen went back to the c7 because if black tries to be active, this will I mean this doesn't work because white can cut the c2 option, and then f3 is coming. There is no other moves than queen d3, and then if knight jumps somewhere like g3, the bishop hits the queen, and then there is big problems for black. Okay, queen c7, and according to the computer this is already winning for white. h4 was played by Tal, and now e5. This looks quite critical position because both kings are in the center, and it seems that there is no clear plan, or is there? Now it's good time to pause the video and think what was the white's move here. Okay, let's continue. Here white played rook h3. Looks like a beginner move, but the rook is going to join the attack. e3 is the main idea. I mean rook e3, and here if black tries to close the center, then there is knight f4, and this pin is very annoying. And also d5 is another problem, and if queen goes to f7, white can even go to the end game. Here white is pawn up, and bishop pair gives good winning prospects. H pawn is very useful in the end game overall. And especially in this variation, h pawn is usually very good pawn for white. Queen f7 was Botvinnik's move, and now white just took on e5, because if rook goes to e3, there might be a chance to close the center, but now there is no that kind of chance. And now this knight is also pinned. Every white pieces are working well together. King d7, and now the other rook joins the attack. Rook b1 hits the b7, and now b6, knight f4, and there has been also with this diagonal, if knight takes f4, white can take here and just take the knight, maybe even rook e7. Yes, it's winning according to the computer. Here black tried to play for defense like this. Rook b4 was white's move, bishop c6, and here it seems that position is very unclear what happens, but okay, it's quite easy to see that probably white has better prospects in those tactical situations. Queen d1 was played by Tal, and now suddenly the queen can create more threats than h4 than from h5 square, and now white black tries to trade some pieces. Rook took on f4, and this is quite funny situations how these rooks are here. The h1 rook went to the h3 and then e3, and the a1 rook went to the b1, b4, and then f4, and now we have this kind of concept. White is winning, there is lots of threats, and black tries to escape with knight g6, rook d4, and now d file is going to be the decisive factor. Rook took on e3, pawn takes back, and now there's some cover on e file if needed, but of course this d pawn and d file is going to be decisive, like I said. King c7, c4, and there is nothing better. Black just took on c4, but after bishop takes c4, black is going to lose material here, and then bishop took on g8, queen took on g8, and h5 was the last move in the game. Here Botvinnik resigned because there's no good place for the knight. If knight jumps here, even bishop f4 is good choice, but there might be even better options. Okay, that was the story of this fascinating game. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching.